So to start out in learning the kanji, um, you can use this approach. They have the list of kanji here, and as you go through, you want to try and look at the kanji and its components. So for child, the components are total and one. Go down through the list while reading the mnemonic, just forming stories in your mind from the mnemonic. So you're going to see a visual story. Then when we get to writing the kanji, so look at the keyword practice here, and for the keyword practice, you start out with the character for the number 1, character for number 2, 3, and then total looks kind of like a 3. So when we get to child, we have its components are total and 1. So the way I would practice with this is I just take something like an index card folded and put it over, covering over the character. So put it like that. And then I would go through a whole list like this of maybe 50 at a time and try to write them out. You can use a simple notebook, something like this composition notebook. And so you can see here on some pages that I already have the margin there with kanji written in the margin. But let me take us to a new page. Okay, so I have a blank page here. And so I'm looking at, I've got, for child it's total and 1. So in my margin I would just try to write total and 1. So I write out the kanji from total and 1. I might write out the components here and the line following it, and then the line following it I might write it out a couple of times. So child, child, as I'm remembering the mnemonic. So if you have 1 child, it's your total life taking care of that child. So total 1. Okay. And then so after child is woman. So the components of woman here is a katakana ku, a katakana no, and a 1, because the mnemonic is the kunoichi, the Japanese kunoichi, female ninjas. So I would write out ku no ichi, ku no ichi, and then write it out a couple times. Kuno ichi, kuno ichi. And try to remember the mnemonic that the kuno ichi is fighting G.I. Joe, and that's how you remember that the onyomi for the onyomi reading, the reading for woman is Joe. So I would try to go through a list of about 100 at a time of these. And so let's say you're writing one and you don't know all the pieces. So let's go. So this is the last thing that we're going to talk about real quick. So let's say we take one like this one, number 42, Big Lake. So it has the water radical, old, and moon. So let's say as I'm writing it out, I don't remember. I remember the water radical is 1, 2, 3 strokes. The water radical. And I remember moon looks like this. But I don't remember what goes in the middle. I don't remember what old looks like. So I'll just make a circle there saying that I don't know what that is. So to write it a little bit bigger here for you. So the water radical, I know it looks like that. And I know that moon looks like this. But I don't remember what old looks like in the middle. So I would just write it like that with the circle of the part that I don't know. And then I would keep going down through the rest of the list of 100. And then come back later and see what I've missed and practice those. So the ideal is to go through as many at a time in one sitting as possible. So that's how I study through with this method. And so I hope it's been helpful for you in seeing how to use this method to learn kanji. Make sure to visit japantree.com/kanji for more information in the workbooks. Thanks. Have a great day.